sit up here on the butterflies? Like a little flower? Okay. Good morning. All right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me get down a little bit.
Good morning.
That's all right. Huh? Oh, sure. Do you have a phone? Okay, maybe
Go
later.
sit on the rug and I'll sit back here.
That happens to me all the time. You can have that right there on that butterfly. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Anybody else want to come up front? We have more girls than boys this morning. I'm glad we have some of each.
What is Crime Stoppers here in Williamson County?
Well, we are a organization. We're a charitable nonprofit organization who work with the media, law enforcement, and especially the community to help keep our community in Williamson County safe.
Number one, we're not paying you. We're not paying those Crime Stoppers. We're paying the people that call in those tips.
Yes.
And that helps us just to have a better community.
It's important to know that we have a 96% conviction rate on crimes that are called in to Crime Stoppers. We have to give them a reason to come forward with the information they know. People think they get into the court system, they're going to have to testify, they'll have to take off from work. You do not. If you call that tip to Crime Stoppers, you don't have to go to court. You don't have to go to the police station. You don't identify anybody. All you do is give us the information and we'll take it from there.
Well, welcome to the library this morning. My name is Dolores Greenwald. I'm the director here. We have a very special story time today. Did you know who was coming? Yes. Huh? Crissy Haslam is here with us. She's the First Lady of Tennessee. Now, sometimes we ask folks what that means. Does anybody know what that means? What's the First Lady of Tennessee mean?
What do you think it might mean? What does that name, First Lady, mean? Anybody know? It's kind of a trick question. Some people think it means I'm the first lady ever to live in Tennessee. That's not right, is it?
No, that's not right. But she's married to the governor of Tennessee. And as First Lady, she has been doing some incentives, which I think is wonderful. She's traveling around the state, encouraging folks to read together for 20 minutes a day, parents and children. We have some information here and some goodies to take home with you. The book selected this month is Elephant Scientist. But she's going to be reading two other books with us today. So let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Well, it's great to see everybody here this morning. I'm so glad you're here. And Miss Dolores is right. I go to lots and lots of libraries and lots of elementary schools and talk about the importance of reading. Raise your hand if you like to have books read to you. Yeah? All right. Well, sometimes kids just need to find the kind of books they like to read, because you might not like every book, but when you find the kind of books you like to read and have read to you, then it is so much fun, and it's so important. It's so important for you guys to be read to every day, because it won't be too long till you're learning to read yourself, right? Are you excited about that? Won't be too long. And parents, thank you so much for bringing your children to the library, because there's no better way to spend your time with them. Even babies. Look at this little baby over here. He needs to have, is that a boy or a girl? It's a boy. He's in green. He's so cute. He needs to have books read to him too, because do you know what? Your brains are growing. Your brains are growing so fast, and when we read books to you, it helps your brain grow and connect and be ready to go to kindergarten. There's not anybody here who's already in kindergarten, is there? No, okay. But you'll be there pretty soon. You'll be in kindergarten before you know it. And you will be learning all kinds of things. And so reading is one of the best things you can do to prepare for kindergarten. I talk to kids and parents about reading 20 minutes every day. Does that sound like a long time? Kind of? No? Okay. Well, I hope not. I think that a lot of kids read 30 minutes every day or more. So 20 is just a starting point. And I'm preaching to the choir here, because if you're here for reading time, then I know the parents here are readers and know that this is important. So thanks so much for bringing your kids. Y'all want to read a book? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I have a book of the month. I have a book club where people read the same book together. And this is the book of the month for this month, called The Elephant Scientist. But we're not going to read this today. It's a little bit, maybe more for third graders or elementary school kids. I mean, your parents might decide to get it and read it to you, or read parts of it to you, because it's very interesting and you learn all kinds of things about elephants. Things I didn't even know. But today I thought we would read some books from the Imagination Library. Raise your hand or parents raise your hand if you get books from the Imagination Library. All right. If you don't get books from the Imagination Library, you need to sign up, because in Tennessee, every child is eligible to get a book a month mailed to them in their mailbox, and they're age-appropriate books. And a lot of parents tell us it's one of the best ways to figure out what is age-appropriate for my 2-year-old or my 2.5-year-old or my 3-year-old. So it's a great program that Tennessee is very proud of, and it encourages reading in the home. And so hopefully you get those books, or you will start getting them soon. And spread the word. If you have friends who don't get them, tell them to sign up, because then you'll all have the same books and you can talk about them. And you can have your own book club that way. All right. Has anybody ever read this book?
I have.
Do you like it?
I have it.
Do you?
I have it.
Okay. You have it? Do you like it? Okay, well, let's read it. Let's read this one. And then I may have another. Okay, it's called Llama Llama Red Pajama. So it's a rhyming book a little bit, which is a lot of fun. It's good to hear rhymes. And it's written by, the author is Anna Dudney, and she was in Nashville recently. And I got to meet her. It was so fun. In fact, they had all the kids come in their pajamas to meet her. And she has written the book, and she drew all the pictures. And when she was here in Nashville, she had a big easel, and she drew a big llama right there in front of all of us. So she's a good artist and a good storyteller. All right, let's go. Llama Llama Red Pajama reads a story with his mama. If you can't see the pictures, you can get a little closer. I can get a little closer too. So there's baby llama, and there's his mama.
I can't see the book.
Mama kisses baby's hair. Mama llama goes downstairs. So what do you think is happening here? Raise your hand and tell me. Did she tuck him into bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't see your hand. Llama Llama Red Pajama feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Does that ever happen in your house? They put you in bed and then go to the kitchen? Llama Llama Red Pajama calls down to his llama mama. Mama says she'll be up soon. Baby llama hums a tune. Think he's just waiting for his mom to come up? Llama Llama Red Pajama waiting for his mama. Mama isn't coming yet. Baby llama starts to fret. Does anybody know what fret means?
Cry.
Okay, maybe cry, kind of get a little worried, maybe get a little fussy. Llama Llama Red Pajama whispers softly for his mama. Mama Llama hears the phone. Baby llama starts to, what word? What'd you say? Moan. Yeah.
Moan means cry.
Moan means cry, right. Llama Llama Red Pajama listens quiet for his mama. What is Mama Llama doing? Baby llama starts boo-hooing. All right, so he started to fret, to moan, and now he's boo-hooing. Llama, llama, red pajama hollers loudly for his mama. Baby llama stomps and pouts. Baby llama jumps and shouts. My goodness, he's upset, isn't he? Llama, llama, red pajama, in the dark without his mama. Eyes wide open, covers drawn. What if Mama Llama's gone? Do you think she's gone? Do you think? Let's find out. Llama, llama, red pajama, weeping, wailing for his mama. Will his mama ever come? Mama llama, run, run, run. There she comes. She heard him. Baby llama, what a tizzy. Sometimes Mama's very busy. Please stop all this llama drama and be patient for your mama. Do they ask you to be patient? Not you? You're patient all the time. Llama, llama, don't you know Mama llama loves you so? Mama llama's always near, even when she's not right here. Llama, llama, red pajama gets 2 kisses from his mama. Snuggles pillow soft and deep. Baby llama goes to sleep. Right. Okay. So can anybody tell me? Thank you. So have you ever been a little afraid maybe in your bed because maybe your mom or dad put you to bed and then walked out of the room?
Mama, did you know I'm afraid of the dark?
You're afraid of the dark? Do you have a night light?
My night light is our own little stars.
Oh, the stars. Okay.
I'm afraid of scary things.
Scary things, yeah. Well, I think Llama was afraid of being alone in bed, and he thought his mama had left him. But mamas don't leave; they stay. She was just down in the kitchen, wasn't she? And so he had started to fret, and she had to come up and tell him everything was okay. Okay, you want to read another book?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's called Otis. Has anybody ever read this? Yeah? Okay, good. Well, you know what? Even if you have a book at home, you might want to read it over and over and over, and that's okay. It's good to get to read books over and over, especially at your age. Okay. This one is by Lauren Long, and he actually wrote the book and drew the pictures too. So, these talented people. Otis. Okay, there's a picture on the front of this guy and this calf. Which one? How many people think this is Otis? Raise your hand. How many people think that's Otis? How many people just don't know? All right. Let's find out.
This guy.
Well, let's find out who Otis is. I hope he tells us. Here we go. There was once a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis. And every day, Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. Do you guys like to do work? Yeah? Sometimes it's fun. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills of Skirt Mud Pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. Look at that. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady puff, puff, puttity chuff. Puff, puff, puttity chuff. And sometimes at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would puff, puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. So there's the barn. There he is in his stall. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother. But when the sleepy sound of the soft puff, puff, puttity chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. You see that? So the sound of the tractor of Otis made the little calf go to sleep. Made him feel better. Do you think they're going to be friends? I do. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Puff, puff, puttity chuff. Can y'all say that with me? Puff, puff, puttity chuff. Oh, good. Good. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging over bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. Look at that. They're having fun playing together. Can y'all see in the back over there? Okay. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. They got to be good friends, didn't they? Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. Look at that big yellow tractor. Wow. Time to move out, Otis, the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently asleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis couldn't even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she couldn't get him to play like the old days. You see Otis over here? The weeds are growing up around him. How do you think Otis feels? Bad? A little sad, maybe? Yeah, doesn't want to play as much, ever. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in all the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show his little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She'd wandered to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. Oh no, look at her, stuck in the mud. They're going to try to get her out. Let's see what they do. Get the hands, the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes. But the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. Get the big yellow tractor, the farmer shouted. He can save her. But the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. How are they going to get her out of there? This is a problem. Then call the fire chief Douglas and the fire truck, the farmer shouted. They can save our little calf. But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even the fire chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? We've got to save the calf. Who can save her? Let's see. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. A soft, rhythmic purr, put, puff, puttity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. Who was it? Was it Otis? The sound became louder. Put, puff, puttity chuff. Say that with me. Puff, puff, puttity chuff. Puff, puff, puttity chuff. And all at once, Otis puffed from around the barn, and he turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. Then, to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis began to circle the pond. I wonder what Otis was doing. He circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off of her friend. Can you see what's happening? Can you see it? He's here, and then he's here, and then he's there, and then he's almost out. With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Yay! And look, Otis is smiling. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. Have you ever seen a parade?
No.
Oh, well, this looks like a parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends.
I couldn't see it.
You couldn't? Can you see there? That looks like a good parade. Okay. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer in the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. The end. Do you like that book? They look pretty happy there, don't they?
Have you recently moved to our school system and your child is nervous about making friends at his new school? It can be tough to adjust to a new school, but you can help your child make new friends by teaching him some simple strategies just for joining a group. First of all, teach your child to watch the group and notice what they're doing before trying to join in. Make sure he understands how important it is to watch his own body language and to be sure that he is open and friendly and approachable. Also, you can teach him to think ahead and plan what he's going to say. Help him understand that it's a good idea to ask to join the group and not just stand off to the side and wait for them to ask him. He can find common interests to talk about by asking questions that encourage other children to talk about things that interest them. And finally, it's very important to teach your child to look others in the eye when he is speaking to them because it is such a sign of respect. Helping your child with these social skills will help him make those great friends that will last him a lifetime. And by the way, if you're new to Williamson County, welcome. You've moved to a great place where you and your child can make some lifetime friends. Remember, stay connected. You're the vital link in your child's school success. I'm Joan Tidwell, and this is Parent Connection.
Well, somebody had something they wanted to tell me, and I had to hold off. Did you have something you wanted to tell me down here?
No, I did.
What was it? Do you remember?
One time, I saw a real fire truck and it sprayed water.
It sprayed water on you?
Yeah.
Wow, well that's exciting. That's exciting. So guys, I brought you guys stickers today that says Read 20 to remind you, and I brought you bookmarks, and your parents can look online and find the different books that we've suggested. A lot of them are for more elementary age, but you might see some in there that you like, or you might have older kids that you want to read with. So it's terrific to continue to read with these guys as they get into elementary school. You can read books that they can't read yet, that are above their reading level, and that just exposes them to vocabulary and words and different sentence structure. And so it's a great way to help them be ready for school. The Imagination Library is a terrific way to get books into the home, and then this program is really focused a little bit more on elementary age so that parents will continue reading with their children. Because what I tell parents is third grade is a real kind of watershed. You've got to be a strong reader by the end of third grade, because you learn to read through third grade, and after third grade you're reading to learn. So just remember that. After third grade, you'll start to get behind if you're not reading on grade level. And you think that everybody in Tennessee is probably reading on grade level at third grade, but only 46% of Tennesseans are reading on grade level at the end of third grade. So over half of our kids are starting to get behind. Now Williamson County is a lot higher. You guys are in a terrific area, and so we're very happy about that. But it's very important to be reading with your kids. And like I said, you guys are here today, so I know I'm preaching to the choir. But thank you for what you're doing with your kids, making them strong readers. And thanks for coming today. Does anybody have any questions for me? Do you have any questions you want to ask? What's your question?
I love princesses.
You love princesses? Do you like to read books about princesses?
Yeah.
I bet you the library has some. Yeah, you could probably find some.
I have
You have what? Fairies? You like to read books about fairies? Yeah, good, okay. What kind of books do you guys like to read? You know? What kind of books do you like to read? Princess books? Okay, good. Do you like pink and purple? No? Just pink, okay. All right. Let's see. Does anybody like to read books? What do you like? What? Animal? Tinkerbell books. Oh, yeah. I bet, do you like to read books about animals? Different kinds of animals, maybe? Do you like to read funny books? Do you like to read rhyming books? Those are always fun, too. And it's very important to read nursery rhymes and sing songs. I mean, I didn't know all that was so important, but it's very important to their brain development. So, all right. Anybody have another question? Okay. Well, thank you for coming today. Oh, you do have a question. You like Fox and Socks? Dr. Seuss books. Yeah. Dr. Seuss is fun. Well, you know what? There's a whole library, a whole room full of books out there that you guys can go explore and check out and take home. So I would say go look. And I know they have some princess books. Thanks for coming, everybody. You guys have a great day. So fun to see you.